It's been unfolding all day. A bank robbery, chase, and shooting is breaking news at 5. Ingredients of a Hollywood script all too real in Virginia Beach. Police are still looking for at least 2 suspects right now, and that those men may have been robbing banks since 2011. This all began at around 10 o'clock this morning at the Wells Fargo on General Booth Boulevard in the Strawbridge area. The scene quickly spread as police chased the suspects. You're looking at video of their vehicle being hauled away. The suspect vehicle. Officers caught one at Pineview Avenue and London Bridge Road. One fired at a state trooper and that bullet grazed his head. Strawbridge and Three Oaks elementary schools were locked down for a time. 10 on your side's Liz Palk is at the Wells Fargo where this all began. Andy Fox has the latest on the search for the suspects. And Jason Marks just got some revealing images that came into our newsroom moments ago.
Tom, we just got this release from the FBI. It's now telling us the suspects are connected possibly to 12 other robberies in Virginia Beach and Chesapeake. We're also getting some images of those suspects, as you mentioned. Now, the first robbery happened January 11, 2011 at a Bank of America in Virginia Beach. The FBI tells us the suspects seem to hit every couple months. They never seem to hit 2 banks in the same month. The FBI is working with both Virginia Beach police and Chesapeake police in these cases. The last bank robbery prior to today happened in May at a Wells Fargo on Battlefield Boulevard in Chesapeake. Now, as you can see from these images, the suspects are usually come in wearing heavy armor. They also come in heavily armed. You can see those guns in their hands. So these guys are no joke. I spoke with an officer earlier today who tells me these guys are professional bank robberies and they know exactly what they're doing. So very dangerous situation that trooper ended up in. The FBI tells 10 on your side there's a combined reward of $25,000 being offered by both the banks and the FBI in this case. That's a whole lot of money. If you have any information, give police a call. In the newsroom, Jason Marks, 10 on your side.
The story changing by the moment. Let's go to Andy Fox, who's in the neighborhood at the center of the search for the suspects. What's going on there, Andy?
Yeah, Tom, what Jason was just reporting is stunning, that they are responsible or wanted in connection with all of these. These guys are serious, and today they almost killed a state trooper in this dead-end street down here. We are lucky that the trooper is still alive, only slightly hurt. He is in the hospital recovering. He has not been released yet, but could be released soon. Today, he was nearly killed. The police presence along London Bridge Road was extensive. Heavy-duty trucks brought in for a search of 2 bank robbery suspects that then tried killing a state trooper. No vehicles allowed into the Pine Ridge neighborhood where the suspects could be. All vehicles checked as they were leaving, making sure the suspects weren't in the cars. Local businessman Whitney Graham told to secure his business, shut the security gate.
The Wells Fargo at Strawbridge had been robbed. There were 3 armed suspects with automatic weapons that were wearing Kevlar vests that were loose.
Margaret Merrill turned away from visiting a friend, and the friend was told to stay inside.
We're just hanging out.
And what did the police say?
They said if you're just hanging out, it's not needed.
All the surrounding neighborhoods became possible hide-and-seek places for the 2 suspects. This was the black SUV they were in. You could see the blown-out windows from gunfire. They opened up on the state trooper trying to pull them over. The shootout ended on this dead-end street on Mansion Cross Lane. The trooper was grazed by a bullet in the head. He was not seriously wounded, is in the hospital, and will be released soon. 2 suspects still at large. And what we have right now is we have one of the cars from down here being taken away right here on the back of this tow truck here. And this was also a similar truck came in and took away the suspect's vehicle as well. And so there's been a lot of activity up and down this street. As we know, these 2 suspects are extremely dangerous. FBI now connecting the dots in these other bank robberies. And this is also a neighborhood full of children, chock full of children who thankfully were in school when all this went down. And tonight, all of us are grateful that this state trooper was not killed in the line of duty. And tonight, we'll be able to go home to his family. We all are grateful for that. In Virginia Beach, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
We started our newscast with the latest information. Andy on the search for suspects, and now we're going to go back to the opening scene of this drama. Liz Palka is at the bank where this all started. Liz, what have you learned?
Well, Tom, Strawbridge Marketplace is back to normal business, but there has been a lot of action going on here all day. The crime scene tape that was around Wells Fargo came down around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Also, Virginia State Police had been on standby here in the shopping center. They left about an hour or so ago. Now, this robbery happened just before 10 o'clock this morning. We know at least 2 men went into the bank and got away with cash. They got away in a Chevrolet Blazer, which is when they sped past a state trooper and a pursuit started. From there, the police presence only grew. We spoke to several people who work in Strawbridge Marketplace. In fact, one woman we spoke to works here and lives in Pine Ridge, where the investigation is now focused.
I got kind of a chill when I walked out to my car, seeing the helicopters kind of circling around the woods behind my neighborhood. A lot of cops, more cops than I've ever seen anywhere. They were blocked off the whole Pine Ridge neighborhood.
Inside. And she said family and friends have been getting in touch with her all day just to make sure she's all right. As for the bank employees, they did have to stay outside while law enforcement was inside gathering any evidence related to this robbery. And to our knowledge, Wells Fargo has remained closed all day. Live in Virginia Beach, I'm Liz Palka, 10 on your side.
You see how this story has been changing all day. It continues on wavy.com. Since the scenes are so big, a lot of you took pictures and video and emailed them to report it at wavy.com. If you go there, you'll find a slideshow with those pictures, also maps of the area and a timeline of events. Stay with us. We're going to check in with our crews once again at 5:30. And